Side on KYMA News 11, where news comes first.
Welcome back. Women make up only 5% of the workforce in the Customs and Border Protection Agency, but their contributions are considered essential.
Tonight, women from the agency's 3 branches, Border Patrol agents, Office of Field Operations officers, and agents from Air and Marine Operations share what drives them in this male-dominated agency.
I love it.
I haven't been bored once.
I came to CBP and I found that I really enjoyed what I was doing.
Of 62,000 employees in the Customs and Border Protection Agency, only 5% are women.
And I know it's starting to increase a little bit, but it's about 5%.
I graduated with 2 other females, and our class was like probably 40, I want to say.
These women are pioneers, though they don't see themselves this way.
I don't think I bring anything different just because I'm a female. I just think I bring something different because of who I am.
I don't believe it has so much to do with gender, because I know plenty of men that are not interested in law enforcement.
Female agents of CBP undergo the exact same training as their male counterparts.
We're not going to make this easier for you because you're a female or anything like that.
So this was my first job that I worked outside, and it was quite a shock to be under a car that had been in line for, an hour in 120-degree weather, and you have to acclimate and you learn along with your brothers and sisters in blue right next to you.
It doesn't boil down to whether you're male or female, it boils down to whether you're right for this job or not, because it's not for everyone for sure.
And the thing is, when they're out in the field, gender disappears.
We're all we have at most times, so we have to be able to have that trust in each other.
And I just go out there and do my job, and I think my work speaks for itself. So.
And yet there are still struggles for female agents in a male-dominated agency.
There are women that I worked with when I first got here that I think were pioneers, because they had it a lot harder back when some of the guys weren't as accepting.
I think for me personally, I don't know if it's like that for all females in law enforcement, but the fact that, I always kind of feel like I have to prove myself amongst the guys, that they could learn to trust me.
According to Catherine Sands of the Women in Federal Law Enforcement organization, women bring unique qualities to the table, especially in situations that can quickly escalate.
It can be something as simple as culturally how we raise our men to address women. Or it could be the fact that women don't seem as threatening.
Obviously, for the general public, if they do see a woman, they tend to kind of lower their guard a little bit more. So that kind of helps you to relate as well. It could be a good thing, and it can also be a bad thing.
Of all the federal law enforcement agencies, Sands says Customs and Border Protection has the lowest representation of women. And though Sands says all the agencies are struggling to find new recruits, the challenges are especially keen for women who still face an uphill battle.
You'll see that the uniforms don't fit right. The vests don't fit right. The gun belts don't fit right. The choice of weapon is problematic sometimes. The simple act of going to the bathroom is an issue.
Sands says women also struggle in finding a balance with their family lives.
The lack of family-friendly policies is a big issue.
It's hard because working weekends or missing birthdays and holidays.
It's because the bad guys don't take weekends off either.
While the progress is slow, women continue making their way up the ranks. The Border Patrol's second highest position belongs to a woman, Carla Provost. Sands says women in leadership are vital to the agency.
The one thing that research shows is that role models are particularly important for the minority groups of an organization. If you can't see somebody like you up in the top positions, you can't imagine yourself attaining that position.
So perhaps in the end, for these agents and officers, it's in following your dreams.
To me, flying is like therapy. Once the skids come off the ground, it's like anything is behind me, and I'm out there, and it's like being free, I guess is the best way to describe it.
That you'll unwittingly break barriers.
If you would talk to my mom right now, she would tell you how proud she is. She'd never thought at one moment in her life that I would have accomplished what I've accomplished this far. I didn't think so.
In 2014, the agency set out to attract more female recruits. Their efforts have yielded few results, but the campaign is still active today.